Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
Most of us know Danny DeVito as an actor, but he's also a comedian and a filmmaker. His fame came from playing the taxi dispatcher Louie De Palma in the TV series Taxi. He won an Emmy and a Golden Globe Award for his part in the show. He also gained fame in the movies Terms of Endearment, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Twins, Throw Momma from the Train, and he played the Penguin in Batman Returns. Danny became a major film and TV producer in 1991, producing the films Get Shorty, Pulp Fiction, and Erin Brockovich. DeVito is only 4 feet 10 inches tall as a result of Fairbanks Disease. It's a rare genetic disorder which affects the growing ends of the bones. After 30 years of marriage and 3 children, he separated from actress Rhea Perlman, but they remain good friends. In this podcast, Danny talks about the Christmas gift he's going to buy for Rhea. He was the detestable Louie De Palma on the TV's hit series Taxi.
Bob, if you don't do good, you'll be eating dirt tomorrow.
He's unforgettable as Shirley MacLaine's lovesick suitor in Terms of Endearment. The bumbling kidnapper in the smash hit Romancing the Stone. He's on the air with us right now, Danny DeVito. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Bob.
Danny, I see that Romancing the Stone may go into a sequel.
Yeah, Michael is talking about taking us down to Africa this time, and I guess Ralph will have been, captured and had escaped from the federales or whatever they were that captured me down there, and I want to get my piece of the action. He's off flitting around in the south of France somewhere with this Joan Wilder dame. So, I'm looking forward to it. I want to get a piece of that rock, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. You are a terrific actor. Did you always want to be an actor?
Well, I always wanted to be an actor. I guess always for me is from the time I was about 20. Because, before that, high school, didn't know what I wanted there, and worked at odd jobs around town after high school, and nothing really satisfied me. I always had a kind of a clowny aspect in my life. I'd always joke around, and, the one who, cracked the jokes, practical jokes, this, that, and the other thing. And I figured, I got somewhat of a mouthpiece. It's either a lawyer or an actor, so... Now, this is more fun, I think.
As your big break came in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That's right.
Huh?
That was going on 10 years now. That brought me out to California. And while I was doing that, studying acting, I also was studying to be a director. I did several short films along the way. I didn't know how it was going to crack or what was going to happen first. Taxi came along 5 years ago, and 7 years ago now. We've been off the air a couple of years, and that was like a real gift. It came out of the blue. I enjoyed playing Louie, the dispatcher with the heart of brass, and Rhea and I got to work together again doing that.
That's right. Rhea Perlman is Danny's wife
from Cheers.
From Cheers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you two meet?
Actually, I was doing a off-Broadway play in Manhattan, and Rhea was in the audience. She had come to see a friend of hers who was my co-star in the play. And that was 14 years ago. We went out for coffee at a little place called the Cookery, and the rest is history. 2 weeks later, I think we were living together. 11 years after that, we got married, and it was kind of like Guys and Dolls. And...
Any children?
We have a baby girl named Lucy, and she's 20 months old, and we like it so much, we're doing it again. We have a baby coming on April 2nd, and we're looking forward to having 2 of them running around the house.
Great.
I know it's going to be quite interesting. I've done many things in my life, but 20 months ago when Lucy was born, I think I know was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And quite an eye-opener, too. I sort of take my hat off to all those people out there who have children, working parents.
Oh, yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, it's fun. It gives you something to think about, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does. What kind of a Christmas do you have planned, Dan?
We're going to take a week off and go to Canada for my Rhea and I. We love the snow, and our baby doesn't. You don't get a chance to see it fluttering down here in California, sunny California.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So we're going to take a little trip up to Banff Springs. It's up by Vancouver. Try to get away from the telephone and the business for a while.
Mm-hmm. Being a successful star like you are, and your wife successful, and you probably have a lot of things, most things that people would like. What kind of gifts do you look for then for Christmas? Is it kind of hard to find something?
Well, you mean like what kind of gifts do I like to give?
Yes.
Mean, for instance, to my wife.
Right.
We're kind of simple people in a way, and I think last Christmas I bought her a little nightie. And I like stuff like that. You know what I mean? A nice little silk, maybe pajama top or something. For Lucy, I think we're talking about maybe one of those little horsies that sort of with the springs.
Oh yeah, right.
Wonder Horse. I saw it in a little store. She likes horses. Get her one of those little things to rock back and forth on. She'd probably get a kick out of it. I think the biggest gift I could give my daughter, I think, would be to teach her that it's more fun to give than to receive.
And that nightie, like you were saying, I think that's a real gift of love.
Yeah, and it's
personal.
Sure. I mean, you don't want to get too wild or anything. Something simple,
sure.
A little nightie. I don't want to go, red with little baubles on it or something.
Danny, a real pleasure talking with you.
Nice talking to you.
Oh,
Hey, Bob.
Thanks, Danny.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bob Berry.
Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all the episodes at WisconsinBroadcastingMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Angels Kids Fund and Donate Life Wisconsin. The preceding program was made possible by a generous contribution from Terry Barnes.